she slapped her stomach. How very dare you touch me? You should never let anyone disrespect you, especially in your home. I don't care who they are. I don't care if they gave birth to you. They need to respect you the same way you respect them.
Good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to another incredible episode of Husband and Life. I am Standish Child.
And I'm Kelechi. And together we are
the Chapfikas.
Pew, pew, pew. I don't know why we make this noise every time, but it feels right.
It does. Champagne, bottles popping, Everything is good, That's why we make that noise, What's going on? How are you feeling? You okay? How was your gym this morning?
Gym was good, It was somewhat empty, so
of course
I could use the machines that I wanted to use, that I planned to use. I used them as long as I wanted to as well. Nobody came to disturb me.
Because what time do you go again? What time do you wake up?
I get up at 5.
Okay. Serious things, yeah.
Get up at 5 when the birds are chirping, and it's cold in the morning. Today I realised halfway down the road that I didn't have any petrol. So I had to come back home to get my card because I was like, I don't want to get stranded halfway.
You still haven't put the card on your phone?
I have not.
Okay.
I have not, sir. I have not. Okay. I will do, because today was the serious lesson of having to come back on myself to get the card to pay for the petrol, because I wasn't going to make it to the gym and back. So I had to come back, which meant that I was late getting into the gym, because I like to be there 6 a.m. sharp so that I can watch my motivational meetings in the morning. But because I didn't have the card and I had to come back and blah, 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 I missed the beginning of it. I missed like 10 minutes of it. So I wasn't impressed. So yes, I have to put a card on the phone to mitigate these issues.
No comment.
Because I'm glad I looked at the petrol tank. Because if I hadn't, because sometimes I don't, I just drive, innit? So if I hadn't,
but
I would have been.
Now?
Yeah, but I don't like when it beeps. I don't know how long I've got. Am I gonna make it home? I don't like stress, I just want to see half a tank at least. Okay. Minimum. Yeah. So and then I'm like, okay, cool. But yesterday, I was supposed to do it yesterday, but I couldn't because of that roadworks on the way back from school. So it made us late to do gymnastics. So I didn't have time to, because usually I would stop off on the way home from school, because there's a nice little petrol station at the top of the road there. Yeah. And I get 2 petrol, go there, and then we go gymnastics. But I didn't go that way because I had to go another way because of the roadworks. And we were still late for gymnastics anyway. So
it made no sense.
So yeah, it was just like, but
it is what it is.
So I'm just grateful that I made it to the gym and back. Because these kind of things will happen to you, yeah? The devil's always working. These kind of things will happen to you, and then you'll be like, I ain't going to gym, this is long.
You know how many times you literally go, this is a sign.
This is a sign I'm not supposed to go gym.
I'm not supposed to go gym. Yeah. And then that's it.
And then you just park your car back up and go back to your bed. Serious.
Because you're like, do I really need to be up here? No, I don't need to be. I can catch up with my sleep. I'm tired.
But I said, absolutely not. I'm up now. So, I've done my morning meditations. So I was like, right, listen. We went through all this drama this morning, so we have to make sure it counts. Make it count. That's what I did. But I'm feeling the pain today. My legs and my chest. I need a massage.
Amazing. But you can't get no massage because you're ticklish. So how does that work out for you?
I can have massages. I've had many massages before.
Okay.
It's just they touch me in a different way.
The professionals?
Yes, professionals, Instead of you with your...
Pardon? Say that? I didn't say that. Can you show the viewers again?
This is what you and Emily do. I'm like, bro.
Amazing.
Be careful, I might reflex and punch you in the face or something.
People are just too sensitive, mate. These sensitive types, My
skin is beautiful and wonderful. Talking about sensitive people.
Yes.
I watched an episode of the show called Smothered.
Smothered? Yeah, talk to me.
So it's a show on TLC, I think. TLC. It just came on. And the premise of the show is about people that live or have certain relationships with their mothers.
Hey.
Okay. Bordering inappropriate relationships with their mothers.
Oh.
Where the mother is just always involved, always there, always smothering. So this particular episode was about a son-in-law and a mother-in-law's dynamic. And they are best friends.
Hey, yeah.
Besties. And I was like, oh, that's so sweet. How lovely. But.
One moment. Before we get into that, this would be the great time for you guys to subscribe.
Yes, indeed.
You say you love the show. We know you love the show.
You're telling us.
So please subscribe, get in a comment, and tell your friends about this. Because you never know, they might need this. Especially this episode here. They might need this.
They might have some issues with the mother-in-law.
Here to help. Yeah, let them know. Thank you so much.
Yeah, so... But son-in-law, mother-in-law, besties. But it's to the point where it's to the point where he just completely ignores his wife, and it feels like
what do you mean?
It feels like he is in a relationship with the mother-in-law. Like they go on dates, they go walking together, running together, go to the gym together, hold hands.
With the mother-in-law?
I thought it was his mother at first. I was like, oh my God, this is a mother-son dynamic. I was like, okay, this is a bit strange, but that's his mum, isn't it? It's not even his mum. It's mother-in-law. So they it's borderline not even borderline. It's inappropriate. Yeah.
What do you mean holding hands and going on
holding
dates?
hands, going to the restaurant together without the wife. They tell her she can't come. She got to stay home, look after kids.
They tell her.
They tell her, yes.
And she abides.
Yes. Yes.
What?
And I was just like, hey, I mean, what people will tolerate is beyond me.
What I'm trying to understand is, at what level did we get to holding hands?
This is what I'm saying. When did you decide that you're going to hold your mother-in-law's hand and skip down the road like, hey,
My bestie.
woo?
You don't even hold hands with your friends, man. What's going on?
He wouldn't even hold hands with his wife. Bruh. I was like, there's something wrong here. Something going on here. There's a problem.
Mother issues, isn't it? That's what that is.
So anyway, that's the reason why I wanted to talk about it today, because I found a story.
Oh.
It's very juicy about mother-in-laws.
Juicier than that?
It's juicy. Guys, get your tea, get your coffee, wine, whatever the time of day is.
Whatever it is you do.
And start relaxing because I got the tea. The tea is hot. It's piping hot, fresh off the presses. Because I was going through Am I the Arsehole questions and stories. Because I love them. They're just hilarious. Some of these things I think, is this real? I really hope this is not real. Yeah. And that someone has just fabricated the best story ever.
Yeah.
Because, anyway, this one.
Talk to me.
Am I the arsehole for kicking my wife out after she punched my mum in the face? Now, this time I was like, what did she do to warrant the punch in the face? So it intrigued me. I was like, let me read.
Justified.
Let's see if the abuse and the assault was justified.
GBH, continue.
So it starts. My situation went from bad to worse in a matter of a week, and I don't know where else to turn. I need to know if I was wrong. Possibly a validation thing, because life is fucking dumb right now. My wife and I have been together for 8 years, and she just gave birth to our first and last baby 2 months ago.
First and last.
He's already decided it's one in one.
One is done.
1 in 1 and we're done.
Okay.
Anyway, so up until my wife got pregnant, my mum loved her. I'm not sure what the fuck is wrong with my mum or why the switch happened. But after my wife got pregnant, my mum started being very clingy to me and started avoiding my wife at all costs. Told everyone she wasn't excited about the pregnancy, etc. That's weird, isn't it?
Why would you have to talk? I'm not happy that they're having a baby. What?
What mother-in-law would do such a thing? It's your grandchild.
You should be so happy. Like that video showed me, grandma was like,
I'm telling you, the way she screamed.
Yeah, all right.
Okay, but this one was not excited. She told everyone that wanted to listen that she wasn't excited about having a grandchild. Okay.
Okay.
I threatened to go no contact with her when my wife was about 7 months along.
Okay.
And after that, she snapped out of it for the most part and stopped being so ignorant.
She realised
she changed her ways.
Yeah.
The comments 100% stopped at least, though she still was clinging to me. Okay. Now, a week ago, my mum, my sister, my sister's husband, and my sister's daughter came over for dinner.
Okay. Good thing.
Little family time, hey. I prepared the meal. Before my wife could eat anything, our daughter got fussy, so my wife excused herself to go and feed the baby and get her down to sleep. I thought I prepared enough, but apparently not because my niece was still starving. She's 12 years old. She's 5'5".
So she'll be eating.
And I haven't seen her in a year, and she was not that size when I last saw her. So the portion sizes changed.
It was different. She was eating like a grown folk. Yep.
I apologized and told her that I hadn't made any more and offered her crackers as I was putting my wife's portion in the fridge. After that, I just went outside with my sister's husband to smoke a cigarette and shoot the breeze. You know, they'd be chatting, them chat. Didn't think anything of it. But then I hear yelling from inside. When I walked in, my wife and my mum were screaming at each other. Apparently, my mum, who saw me put my wife's food away, gave my niece my wife's portion of food. Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Babies need to eat. The babies need to eat, you know?
She just had a baby. She needs to eat too. She just had a baby.
She can have those crackers.
She's breastfeeding. She needs to keep her energy up.
Her husband should have been whipping up another dish.
He should. Where's the extra food in the house?
Guess crackers. Crackers and cheese. What do you do?
It's not his fault.
How dry a cracker is. How dry a cracker is. It's the worst thing.
At least he offered something.
Nah. You better offer me water, bro. You could offer me.
So what you're saying is that the mum is right. She was correct to go to the fridge and take the food.
Yes, my guy should have literally portioned some more for the niece and then said, okay, let me see what I can add to this meal. Or say, let me make you up something quick. Let me eat some eggs or something just to, because I know you can't have visitors come to eat dinner and they be hungry. Yeah,
I mean, you know, our household don't do them
we
things.
We don't cook for one person.
For a whole for 3 days. 5 days. If you're coming over for there's got to be leftovers.
Yes, you know what I mean? All right.
Anyway, I don't agree with taking someone's food out the fridge, but
okay.
Hubby does. Hubby agrees that the wife should starve and
that's not what I said.
The niece should have the food.
I see. Continue.
Because you said that she was right in taking the food out the fridge.
Yeah, the husband was wrong for not making more food.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that you should take the food out the fridge. That was my point. I didn't say anything about...
We should give a cracker alternative.
We should find an alternative to what we can give to the person that's still hungry, but we should not take the food out of the fridge that's left for the wife. That's my thing. You saw me put the food in the fridge.
I told you this is for
my wife.
It's
for my wife. Why are you taking it? That's disrespect.
Yeah, okay, that part.
I wouldn't give that. I wouldn't give the niece the food.
I would give her some. I would be like,
no, because your wife is hungry. She's had a baby, babes.
All right, let's go.
She needs to have energy to look after your child. Your child should be your wife.
Your one and
only child. Your wife should be your priority. The people that have come, they can go and get takeaway. That's their business. No, bro, seriously. Anyway.
All right.
She took the food from the fridge and gave it to the niece. Okay. So yes, gave my niece my wife's portion of food. As I was walking inside, I heard my mum say, "Looks like you can afford to skip a meal." Looks like you can afford to skip a meal, and slapped my wife's stomach. I just have to say that one more time. Slapped.
She's like,
my wife's stomach. You can afford to miss a meal.
Yeah, look at this. Huh?
Look at this flubber. That's what the aunties do to you when they see you at a party. You've gained weight.
You've gained weight, eh?
They saw you when you were 3 years old.
Yes.
Oh, you've gained weight. You've had like 5 kids since then.
That's hilarious.
So yeah,
so the reflex was the...
How very dare you touch my stomach, my postpartum stomach.
I'm literally my baby on my breast.
I just had a baby. You're slapping my stomach. Do you love travel and do you love money? Now we have been able to combine the two things that we love the most, which is travel and money. And here we are living the lifestyle that we've always dreamed about. We are no longer worrying about our annual leave because we are not 9-to-5ers and we're not living paycheck to paycheck. You can monetize travel to help you live the lifestyle that you want, travel the world, and help other people understand how they can travel the world too. We help our clients to book the most amazing holidays, just like this one that we're on at the moment. And we want to help other people also live this lifestyle. So if you're interested, please do send us a message and we will give you all the information that you want. Making travel pay, that's what we do. No, where to go. The story should just end there. That's it. You touched my stomach. There's a reason why I punched you.
Why you got punched.
That's the reason why you got punched. That's it. End of story.
Okay.
So she slapped my wife's stomach. Right as soon as I get to step in, literally fast walking toward them, yelling enough. My wife winds back. She wound back, bruv. She winds back and punches my mother square in the face and drops her. I like it. I wish I'd seen it. I wish they'd videoed it. It must have been so satisfying. After all this drama you've been having.
The niece is there like she wound. Belly full.
She's like, thank you.
Netflix in real time.
She yamming the food that caused the argument. She's That's like, crazy. Yeah. She punched her in the face and dropped her. The whole house went silent outside of my mum crying and holding her face. I tell everyone to get the fuck out. Everyone needs to. I would have done that from when they said that the food was not enough and you're taking my wife's plate. But anyway, I told everyone to get the fuck out. Immediately, everyone leaves and my wife just turns toward the counter and leans with her hands on the counter and face down, eyes closed. I look at my wife and I say, you two, leave now. She says, really? She's crying at this point. I say, eclipsed, yup. And she packs up her stuff and the baby stuff and leaves.
Oh.
So he kicked the wife out.
So he didn't kick the wife out. The wife left.
He kicked her out. He told everyone leave. He's saying I told everyone get the fuck out. And he said, you too, to the wife.
Can
you imagine?
No, it's just outrageous. You were there. You saw what happened. You saw that this was a warranted punch in the face, fam. This was a response to disrespect.
She would have got drop kicked and all sorts, mate. I'm telling you now. Postpartum belly, you're slapping it. With all my stretch marks and my pain. And I'm still contracting because I'm breastfeeding. I would have. Oh, yeah. She did well. to hold it down because.
Okay.
So anyway, she left. He kicked her out. He kicked everybody out. Told everyone to get the fuck out. I text her that night and say, I just need space. I need to decompress and come to terms with what just happened. She doesn't respond. The next 5 days, I'm texting and calling. I get nothing. She shows up here today, 8 days later, and hands me divorce papers. Woo! And my baby, and says, here, you have a bit to hang out with her while I pack. And I'm breastfeeding, so we can work out a visitation schedule that is either at your place or my mother's place until she can take the bottle. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, people. She said divorce. Because ain't no way. Ain't no way you're going to kick me out my house after your mom slapped my postpartum belly. Okay? Ain't no way. She kicked out the baby. He kicked out the wife and the baby. Let's just make sure we clear that up.
Yeah,
okay?
Because the fact that he was comfortable enough to tell her, you need to leave. You don't belong here. This is my house. You are a guest too.
How about that?
This is not for you. This is mine. Take your stuff and leave because I need to think.
And your baby.
And your baby.
Your brand new baby.
This is your life. And then the girl's like, oh, okay. Let
me call my lawyer.
Let me call immediately. Let me get the F fuck out of here. Let me go. You can handle this. And you can nurse your mom. Hey.
Okay. So we're at divorce paper time, people. Okay. I'm telling you this story wild. So she said, I've lost my place now. I don't want to separate. Okay. So I'm breastfeeding, and you can have work out a visitation schedule, blah blah blah. And I told her that's not what I want. I don't want to separate.
Fuck what you want, man. You made it clear what you want.
Because really and truthfully, after he told everyone get the fuck out and everyone left, that's when he should have been holding his wife and cuddling her, grabbing her and saying, listen, I ain't never going to let these people in my house again. Yes. We're done. Like that should have been the point where you were like, no contact ever again. They violated. It was a proper vio.
Yes, it should have been discussion like, I'm sorry my mum did that.
I'm sorry I let it get to this point.
Get to that point, but you shouldn't have punched her or whatever it should have been said.
I wouldn't have said nothing about punching. I said, good on you, babes. Well done.
No.
Yes, absolutely. Babes, can you imagine someone punching in your belly, babes?
So it's like, imagine your son now has a girlfriend and she has a baby. And then something, you obviously have a disagreement. And then she punches you in the face.
No. They didn't have a disagreement though. They didn't have a disagreement.
They were yelling. But there was a food. The food was violated. But then the disagreement on top. No.
She slapped her stomach. You forgot that bit. She slapped her stomach. That was the aggression.
So if you were to slap the tummy, you deserve whatever comes back.
Absolutely, because that stomach is, first of all, sensitive. Okay. She's just had a baby. Okay, understand? So she's still contracting from giving birth.
Okay,
it's a brand new baby. It's not 6 months. She's breastfeeding. Yeah, she's still very sensitive.
Yeah.
So someone touching you,
getting into your space.
It's not even the space. Someone physically touching you when you're still contracting and slapping your stomach is extremely painful. Number one, because you're sensitive. Number two, how very dare you touch me?
You don't know about me.
How very dare you touch me when you can see I'm in a vulnerable place. I'm postpartum.
You think I'm weak, yeah?
I'm coming down from hormones. All things are happening to me. My body's changing. Things are going on. Number three, you're disrespecting me in my house. Yeah. You're just overstepping the mark again. It's not the first time. Because they already had no contact, and then she had to come and say she's sorry and blah blah blah. So it's an ongoing thing.
There is a pattern.
So there's already tension between them.
So we had to check it.
She had to beg to get his mum back in their life. She begrudgingly said okay. After hours and days and months of asking, can my mum come? Yeah, we have to remember the history. Okay, and fourth, okay. You're now body shaming me by telling me, oh, maybe you need to skip a meal. I've just had a baby and I'm breastfeeding. In fact, I should be having all the meals if you want me to be able to feed my child.
Yeah, that's a lot.
So the punch is absolutely justified. In fact, I would have done more, but that's me, not her.
We do not support violence on the podcast.
We don't, but don't touch me.
But don't touch me.
Don't touch me. I don't want to be touched. So yeah.
Unless it's by me.
We have to Unless it's by you.
Or professional massage therapist.
It's a professional masseuse that knows how to get the kinks out. Yeah, get deep into the back. Yeah, use elbows.
With the elbow.
You know. But yeah,
continue, my love.
So she said, he said that I don't want this, innit? That's what he said. He said I don't want to separate.
Well,
okay. I don't want to separate. I just needed time to process her punching my mother in the face. She said, you needing time to process gave me time to process the fact that I refused to be in this situation any longer. I defended myself. I initially felt bad and remorseful, but you making me leave when I needed you to, make it clear that she needs to keep away from me. I'm done. I'm sorry for what I did, but there's no fixing this. She refused to speak to me at all the rest of the time that she was there packing the stuff. My house feels so empty and I don't know what to do. Am I the asshole for making her leave after she punched my mum? I just needed some time and space.
Yes is the short answer. Because you're supposed to have your wife's back in that situation. You're supposed to let her know, and then you're supposed to correct your mother's behavior towards your wife. Because there's obviously things that have happened in the past which have led to her being banned from the house. So there's a history here of her violating and just being overstepping. So, and the fact that you were there and you witnessed another overstep from the food, and then the comments, you can skip a meal, all of those things, plus the fact that your wife does not like your mother at all. How dare this person touch me? Because she lost her mother-in-law respect privileges when she was out there talking bad about the baby.
Unborn child,
your one and only grandson. I don't know if there's many, but talking all of those negative things you're putting out there in the world, and then on top of that, my baby is here. You give away my food, and then you say, I think you can skip a meal, rather than, your niece was very hungry. I'm so sorry. Let me whip you up something. Done. We can diffuse that. But you go, we don't want you in this house anyway. Why are you here? Is what the action says. So therefore, she put them paws on her. It was a reflex. This is what I always say.
She wound back.
I'm telling you, I always say, people can talk shit about me, can do this, but don't touch me. If you touch me, that means you said, okay, you're ready for what's about to come.
You're open to it.
Ready to whatever. And that's it.
Don't
touch me. So you touch, she did. She chapped.
Yeah.
And quickly, but it's reflex.
Anthony Joshua reflexes came
was
in.
ready, bruv. You know what I mean? She was like, okay, let me roll this back.
Let me practice. Hey.
My footwork ready. Quick jump. Knocked her out clean. Yeah, so I think he's definitely the arsehole. And then the fact that you asked her to leave. You married to home. Means she's not your partner.
No.
She's just a guest that is living in your house, staying under your roof.
She was part of that crew that was there for dinner, mate.
You know?
Yeah.
What should have happened is you should have left. You should have excused.
He should have gone to a hotel.
Yes.
Or gone with his mother, or whoever he wanted to go with.
Exactly. And say, listen, I need space and I need to talk to her about her overstepping and make it clear. That would have made sense in that situation. Not for him to go, turn out the door. You find your way, like, leave. What? Nah. No. I think it's definitely the arsehole with a capital A.
Yeah.
It's not even close. It's just unacceptable. You know, I know he's wrong. He's the wrongest. In the situation. He couldn't be more wrong.
He's a worserer.
There's nothing worser than him in this situation.
No, I think mother-in-law needs to go. They need to go no contact with mother. I think for whatever reason, she was upset and jealous about them having the baby. I don't know what that was, where that came from. Because to be close to your daughter-in-law up until she announced her pregnancy is wild to me. You should be even more, involved in her life now that she's saying to you, I'm having your grandchild. You should be like, yeah, well, this is it. Let me get into my mother mode and let me show you how I can, help you nurture your child, help you raise your child. Like you should become a closer, tight circle. But instead of that, she became, maybe that's who she really is. She became quite mean, quite, disrespectful. And that is the reason why they initially went no contact in the first place. And I think they should have just kept it like that and kept it pushing, because then this wouldn't happen. I think sometimes it's hard to see when your mother is in the wrong, because she's your mom, she raised you, you have a certain level of respect for her, you love her.
She gave you life.
She gave you, she helped you a lot, become an adult and become who you are. And I get that. But then there's sometimes when you just need to look at the situation and be like, nah, that's not right. What you're doing isn't right. What you're doing is not kind, first of all, yeah?
Kindness.
Let's think about what we're doing. What we're doing here is actually kind, or are we being a fucking bitch? Yeah? Because coming and saying, oh, you could skip a meal, that's not kind. Because the niece is hungry. Listen, order some fucking food, bruv. Yeah? We are in a day and age where we can go on our phones and book Deliveroo and it will be here in 15 minutes. No lie. No cap. Yeah? So if you ain't got enough food in the house and you're like, oh, I'm sorry, I have to like leave this food on the side for my wife. Sorry that you don't have enough. Order KFC, bruv. Order it. It don't cost much. You can easily rectify the problem, and it could have easily been like, squashed and done. But to then watch what happened, because it's not like he didn't see what happened. He was there. It wasn't like he had to hear it from a third party. He was there watching it with his own eyes, and he saw his mum slap the belly where his child came from. Okay, and then watched her get punched in the face. Yeah. So it's not like he didn't know what happened. So why would you then kick your wife out? Your wife's been violated. You should be like, babes, I'm sorry I let her come in the house. I'm sorry I brought her back into our lives. I was absolutely wrong. You were absolutely right. Fuck her. Simple. Like simple. Because there's no other thing to do. You can't be like, oh, we should sit down and talk about it. There's nothing to chat about. You violated my wife. Don't come back again. That's it.
But it's my mom, though.
Or you say, you violated my wife. You can't come in the house no more. Me and you can still chat, but separately outside. We're going to have a relationship away from my immediate family. We can still have a relationship. I will still come and see you. I will still visit you, all of those things. But you're not welcome in my home. That's how we would work it out. Instead of everybody get the fuck out, you too. You kicked your own baby out, bruv. You kicked your own baby out. Madness. Crazy. And then you're shocked when she said divorce. This was literally like the straw that broke the camel's back. She's obviously had other situations that have happened. And it's all been, collecting in her mind. And she's had enough of the abuse. Because that's what it is. She's had enough of the mental, the physical, the verbal. That's what she experienced in one day. Mental, physical, verbal. Okay? Yeah. So that's why I say the food shouldn't have been taken out of the fridge. There was ways to fix that problem immediately. Instead of going to have cigarette and chat with your man outside, you should have been on your phone. Yeah? Ordering your shits. Okay? Ordering the foods. Okay? Yeah. That's what you should have been doing to fix the problem. Or looking in the fridge to see what else can I whip up. Like you said, what can I whip up?
Real quick.
To give to my little niece.
Give her a little toast, bro. Toast and egg, bro. You know what I mean?
Little quick meal that I can whip up for her, or like a dessert, or whatever.
Make a sandwich for her, bro.
Whatever.
Cereal,
She would have been happy. Yeah. I don't think she would have been fast at 12 years old. I don't think she would have been fast. So yeah, instead of just leaving her and just be like, oh, there's no food. Anyway. Tell us what you think, guys. Because you already know how I feel about it. Jesus. When I saw it, I was like, my God.
Real life therapy session.
Real life trigger warning. I should have said at the beginning.
Trigger alert. Trigger alert. Trigger alert.
Trigger alert. At the beginning, I should have given you the warning just in case you've been through a similar situation.
Hey. Be ready. This episode is going to trigger you.
Know that you should never let anyone disrespect you, especially in your home. I don't care who they are. I don't care if they gave birth to you. They need to respect you the same way you respect them. The kindness for me is a big deal.
Two-way street, isn't that respecting?
Kindness. If what they're doing isn't kind, then they shouldn't be in your life. Because if you're moving with kindness, I'm going to move with kindness too.
That's it.
So yeah. Tell us what you think, guys. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. Okay. Subscribe so we can continue giving you these amazing stories and episodes and continue to give you this great content. And we will see you next week. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.